Hi, my name's Dave Nabity of Nabity Business Advisors. In the last few months, I've been running into entrepreneurs who have told me they're burnt out, they're frustrated, they're having all kinds of anxiety about running and operating their companies, and they basically have gotten to a point where they've put on some dark glasses and have been having a very difficult time feeling optimistic about the future. If that's you, you're not going to want to miss this next series. Today I'm going to start a series on entrepreneurialism and the purpose that we all have as entrepreneurs for being in business, running companies, and growing opportunity for the community. Now, if you're somebody who has been saying, you know, I've been doing this for years, I'm tired, I don't see a great future, I'm frustrated with my employee issues, I'm burnt out, and you've basically gotten to a point where you've put on a whole set of dark glasses, I've got good news for you. There's a way for you to kind of re-energize and rebuild your whole outlook for what you're doing with your company. So today is going to be the first of a number of segments that we're going to put together for you that I think will speak to your heart and give you a new outlook for what you're doing. And I want to start today by talking about the importance of what you do as an entrepreneur. Do you realize that no civilization would survive and do well without the entrepreneur, and that entrepreneur providing jobs and opportunity for people in the community? No democracy would survive if entrepreneurs were not out there doing what they could to make sure that the land was free, that people had the ability to elect citizen representatives to go back to government and represent them. If the entrepreneurs weren't out there fighting for smaller government, lower taxes, less regulation, and doing what they could to make sure that the economy would hum along as best as it possibly could, the community would not be doing anywhere near as well. So these four things: supporting the civilization, supporting democracy, supporting freedom for everybody that lives in that area, and providing opportunity, is what entrepreneurialism is all about. Usually starts with an idea that you might have as far as creating a product, providing a service, meeting a need. And you say, you know what, I can do that. This is something that I can start. So maybe you throw some capital in, maybe you borrow some money, maybe you get some friends to chip in and you start a company. The next thing you know, you start hiring people and you provide opportunity for those folks to come to work for you. Training people, helping people get better skills and get better at what they're doing in their work environment. They work up the payroll line, start making more money, providing more opportunities. Do you realize that perhaps providing the job that you provide for the people that work for you might be the key for mommy and daddy staying together and keeping the family together? One of the worst things in the world for families is when mommy or daddy loses their job and it creates strife in the home, and there can be a lot of fighting and divorces can come as a result of that, and families get split up and children's hearts get wrecked. But if you're providing jobs and you're providing opportunity, you might be the key to keeping a family together. You might be the key to having the whole community grow and develop. Think about if you're in a small town and you've got a company that provides a lot of jobs for a lot of people in that town. What would happen if your business dried up and moved out and everybody lost their jobs? Who would be there to be able to pay the bills for the city, maintain the streets, provide services, healthcare services for the local community? You see, what you do as an entrepreneur is so important that I just want to remind you of this, because there is a greater good and a greater call for you being in business, way beyond maybe what you even see. I like to talk about it as if it's God's economy. You know, if we're all created in God's image and God loves all of His children, He wants to be able to provide for His children and make sure that they're not starving and that the communities are healthy and not crime-ridden and full of violence and all sorts of abuse and addiction. And one of the ways that He can do that is through people like you by giving you the ideas, giving you the skills, giving you the vision to start the business that you've started. And the end result of that has been all the people that you're employing and all the opportunity that you're providing for people. What you do is really, really important. So what I want you to do is I want you to take the dark glasses off for a minute and just listen to the message that I'm going to give to you in this series. I think you'll find it very, very valuable. And by the time we're done, hopefully you'll have a renewed hope and a renewed perspective of what you're doing, and you'll be able to see the opportunity and the great things that can be ahead of you and your company.